Good morning. It is a beautiful Sunday morning. Sun's out, weather's good. Raiders won last night, which is always good to see. Always good when the green machine gets up. Today we are off to go play some D&D. I've been playing in this campaign for about, I want to say 2.5, maybe 3 years now. With my level 9 cleric / paladin multi-class, just to get nerdy for you. But we're in a moment of trepidation, so very excited to see how the session goes today. I'm hoping it will be a long one, but it may end up being like a short plan-out session. We'll have to wait and see. Other than that, over the past few days, I've been working on some additional Trench Crusade terrain, as well as painting up some of my other minis. Hopefully I'll be able to give you all an update soon, or later today I'll film some stuff to show you all of that. Something I've been thinking about though is how do I get better photos of my minis? I just recently bought a new lighting LED screen thing, so I'm hoping I can play around with that to get some better lighting for the shots. I've been looking at specifically some Trench Crusade backdrop books, these spiral books where you have different scenes and imagery and stuff, so you can put your miniatures so they look like they're in the actual scene of combat or in the world that is Trench Crusade. I just don't know if I can justify the price, so I've got to figure out if there's an alternative that'll be better. Currently they're being sold, I believe, in the UK or in the US. Either way, they're not getting printed here in Australia right now. Other than that, I've also been thinking about what camera I want to buy. Not necessarily for doing these videos. I think my phone and the iPad I've been using to film on are good enough. They do the job. But something for like point and shoot photography. I'm not very good at photography. I tried to learn it back in high school and college and never really got the main key ideas and rules. And the one camera I did have for that I sold off a little while ago because I didn't like it. Didn't feel like it ever worked for me. I want a real entry-level point and shoot. Something that I can get the detail and the crust and the different pigments and the build-up for paint stippling or texture pastes, those kind of things. I really want to be able to get in there in the grime and the muck and the nitty gritty of these miniatures and other textures around the world. Trent Holbrook just recently uploaded a video. Highly recommend you go watch. It's about his Realm of Chaos table, where he uploads these snapshot photos of the textures on his board and how they've kind of aged and stuff. And just those photos alone of paint peeling and rust effects, etc., really, it inspired me. It made me go, fuck, I want to do something like that. I want to make it look that gross and gritty and all the rest. Anyway, that's the objective. We'll see how it goes. Yesterday was a bloody good day. We played about 7 hours of D&D, had our 4-year anniversary of that campaign, fought a lich, ended up beating the lich, surprisingly, kind of. The sun was out most of the day. I got to cuddle with a little cat, my best mate's cat, which was cute. And then I came home and did some hobby stuff and then hung out with my partner. It was a great day. I should feel re-energized. Should feel good to start this week. But instead, today, Monday, starting my last week in my current role, I am fatigued. I'm so exhausted and just done and feeling a little over it all, if I'm honest. I think I just need to sit and do hobby stuff today when I can. Right now I'm on my lunch break, so I'll have to wait till I log off this evening. But just spend the night doing some stuff for me, having to think about what the future holds. I'm excited for a new role, which starts, like I said, in a week. That'll be a good opportunity, good experience. But I think these past 2 weeks of having this time off has really shown me that this is what I want. I want to do something hobby related. How that ends up happening, I have no idea. If it's going to be YouTube, oh boy, do I need to work on my editing. I was rewatching some of those older videos that I put up last week, and they're rough. They're real rough, but I'm learning the craft, I guess. Either way, something in this space. Something where I get to be creative, where I get to use my hands, where I get to think. Not in emails and keyboards and admin, something else. I guess that's the end goal. And it's been great having these few weeks off to recover. It's been great to explore that mindset and what that would look like. But I just got to figure out how I can do it more, how I can do it full time, how I can bounce back from this feeling that I am at right now, and instead of just being upset that it's over and kind of moping about it, how I can turn it into something positive. I was thinking about, what if I started hosting an event? What if I ran the first, I'm thinking CADO, Canberra Area Trench Open, a day or 2-day event where you bring a warband and it progresses and we play a tournament and there'll be prizes and all the rest of it. And it sounds like a great idea. And I kept thinking about it last night, and I kept thinking about it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I started budgeting and figuring out a price and being like, okay, well, where could I rent? I need a space. We need food. We need vendors, blah, blah, blah. And it all just felt so unachievable. Anyway, something for me to think about. I guess these videos are ways of me documenting these kind of thoughts more than anything. So for now, we document. And I'll revisit this idea in a month maybe, or 2. When I've settled into the new role, when I'm feeling 100% better, see if it's still something I want to pursue. See if it's still the goal. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry about the small update. Sorry that it's a bit depressing. I'm just tired.